All right, so everybody hear my voice, clap one time. Everybody hear my voice, clap 2 times. Everybody hear my voice, let's clap it up. Let's do it. Yeah. So I want to thank all of you all for being here today. We want to make sure that we let the representatives know that we want a guaranteed income.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The time has passed, right, that we have been waiting for them to finally right the wrongs of the cannabis tax legislation. There was a promise that individuals that were impacted by the war on drugs would be compensated. We're saying that right now we could do that. So without further ado, let's get to it. As we go through this, right, I want to ask each and every one of you, what if you were able to receive a guaranteed income? How could that change your life? Would it be better? Would that be able to help with maybe some child care? Maybe pay a few of these utility bills? But most importantly, would that be able to bridge the gap when they're taking away all these SNAP benefits right now? So we're serious about this, and we want to make sure that the legislators know that we're serious about this, because we don't have to wait to get this passed. We could do this right now. So without further ado, I want to bring to you all the individual that helps to make all of this happen. It wouldn't be happening without him, Mr. Richard Wallace.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Hey, how y'all doing?
Eat the rich.
Eat the rich. I think it's important for y'all, for the people that's in this room, to hear the voices that are in this room. So we're gonna be walking through these hallways, these tunnels, and talking to legislators about HB 4443, which is the Illinois Future Fund Act. And I'm extremely grateful to have the opportunity to see this project go from an idea in 2020 to a program in 2021 to the second round of the program in 2022, where this is not an idea that hasn't been tested. And I'm also proud to say that all of this work was done by formerly incarcerated people.
That's what
It was led by formerly incarcerated people. From ideation to fundraising to implementation, we have led this project and moved this forward, and it wouldn't have happened without you. So I'm gonna say this, we're gonna do a little call and response, and I'm gonna have Representative LaShawn Ford come up, right? It's something that we've been saying for a long time, but I feel like it's important now because this is Black History Month.
Yes, yes.
And so I'm gonna say something, I want you to repeat it, okay? It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love each other and respect each other.
We must love each other and respect each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
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 Thank y'all. So I'm gonna get into just a little bit about the Illinois Future Fund, and then I'm gonna pass it on, right? We are talking about providing $500 a month using cannabis tax revenue. This is a promise that was made in 2018. I got photos. Me and JR were in the room when they stood up on tables and they said at press conferences, this was the first recreational cannabis policy to incorporate reparations for the war on drugs. Some of y'all may be confused about what reparations is. I'm gonna break it down to you. Reparations has 5 pillars. 1 is rehabilitation.
Rehabilitation.
2 is restitution.
Restitution.
3 is compensation.
Compensation.
4 is a guarantee of non-repetition.
A guarantee of non-repetition.
And last but not least is satisfaction. A lot of our folks felt some kind of relief during the passage of HB 1438. 800,000 of our people got their records expunged as a result of HB 1438. And there was a commitment by this state to compensate the survivors of the war on drugs. They even created a map. That map details explicitly that there are R3 zones. These are areas in the state of Illinois that were disproportionately impacted by the war on drugs. There was a reason they built that map. And they said that this 25% of tax revenue, which has grown immensely, we're talking about $45, $50 million a year, and it's still growing. They said that cannabis tax revenue was essentially gonna be going to nonprofit organizations, and we said that ain't right.
That ain't right.
Nonprofits are important, but they are not the survivors of the war on drugs. The people in those communities are. right? The people in those communities are. And so this program takes the power out of the nonprofit industrial complex and gives it directly to the people. And some people will say $500 isn't a lot of money. Well, it's 500 more than zero.
Yes.
Right, and if you look at the unemployment statistics as it relates to black men, as it relates to West Garfield Park, Austin, Inglewood, Rockford, Peoria, East St. Louis, our people are not getting access to employment. And we know that. So yes, $500 ain't a lot of money, but it's a whole lot more than zero. Right, and so we're here today to demand that the state of Illinois do exactly what they said they were going to do in 2019 and 2020 with HB 1438 and give the money to the people.
Right.
Trust the people to do what they need to do for themselves. This is one of the biggest tricks they play. They assume that our people don't know what to do with money. So they would rather pass it through a nonprofit because they think that the nonprofit knows better than you do as it relates to your needs. We don't believe that. We believe that you know how to serve yourself better than anybody else. And I also know that my people take $500 and turn it into $1,000.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? So look, this is what we're here for. We have a process, and we know we're gonna win. So I'm gonna pass it to Representative LaShawn Ford to come on up here and explain a little bit about the bill.
Boy, your mama be proud of you. Before I get started, I see young people in the crowd, and I'm gonna just need one, you're not young, 2, 3, and 4, come up. I need y'all to come up. Hey, I need y'all to come up. And before I say anything, in the name of Reverend Jesse Jackson Jr., I need each and one of you to say, I am somebody. You gotta say it right now. Are you ready? You ready? You ready? All right, here we go.
I am.
No, you gotta get it loud. Right there. Let's do it.
I am somebody.
All right. Let's go.
I can't say it.
Say your name.
Zion.
I am.
I am somebody.
All right, all right. All right, come on, top that. Now. Let's go.
My name is AJ, and I am somebody.
All right.
My name is Caleb. I am somebody.
Right on. Right on. All right. So I'm happy that you all are down here because the halls in Springfield always look good when it's diverse. And when lots of black people come down to fight for justice, it makes me feel good. So thank you all for being down here fighting for what we believe is true and just. I'm happy to be working with EAT and being directed as a state representative to do what you tell me to do. This bill was written and is going to be worked hard by the people that's in this space right now. And this is what we need in our democracy. We need people just like EAT, just like all of you who have left your homes and your neighborhoods to come down here to fight for what's right. So thank you very much. And now I'm going to get to my talking points that I was told that I should say. I agree with them. They're right. And here we go. So when we are living under the rule of an authoritarian federal administration hell-bent on defunding programs like SNAP and Medicaid that feed and care for low-income families, the new SNAP work requirements is likely to affect the benefits of over 350,000 Illinoisans. The Illinois Future Fund provides a necessary safety net for our economically disadvantaged neighbors, folks who survive on SNAP benefits, and those living in areas that were targeted by the war on drugs. The cost of living in our state and in our country is continuing to rise at a rate far faster than wages are growing. As our state becomes increasingly unaffordable, we can watch as lives get harder for our most vulnerable people and residents in our state, or we can act now. The federal administration has shown at every turn that it won't hesitate to harm the poorest people amongst us. We cannot show hesitation as we move to help people in Illinois. And that's why the Illinois Future Funds put the state's funds where it will be most helpful and useful, in the hands of people. When working class people get extra cash, it doesn't go towards speculative investments or political influence. That guaranteed income will be used to meet the basic needs to free up the time to present to our community. When the R3 program was announced a long time ago with the legalization of marijuana and recreational cannabis, it presented an opportunity and an important acknowledgement of the hypocrisy of the war on drugs and a commitment to repair the harms the state and the country inflicted upon poor Black and brown communities. The Illinois Future Fund is an opportunity to place directly into the hands of people who deserve repair from the ripple effect of the war on drugs. It is not organizations or churches who were arrested for the criminalization work that has become multi-billion-dollar cannabis industry. It was people, and it's people who deserve investment. Every day, every week, every year, the state puts taxpayer dollars in the hands of large corporations and agencies. The claim is that taxpayers will receive some kind of benefit, and truthfully, you may never feel the benefit. But if you had an extra $500 hitting your bank account each month, you'll feel that benefit. And so today I stand with each and all of you, and I urge you to talk to all the members in the General Assembly, the House and the Senate, and don't leave the governor behind. Make sure that they know that we are here to pass a bill that will directly impact families. And so I stand unified, and I stand in solidarity with everyone to pass this bill. God bless you all.
Yeah. Y'all make it a little bit louder for our champion. There's an important election coming up. Make sure y'all register and vote. Make sure y'all register and vote. Make sure y'all register and vote.
All right then.
Okay. All right, so, without further ado, I'm gonna, this program, like I said, it ain't just an idea. We have people with lived experience inside of the program, right? People that have actually served, right? The eligibility for our program is that you had to be formerly incarcerated. They was like, why? And I'm not gonna lie, when we first launched the program, we had like maybe 10 or 15 cars sitting outside a Laguna Lost looking, because they didn't believe that this program was real. So they were sitting in their car like, is this entrapment? You know how they do entrapment in Chicago? They was like, it ain't that. No, in order to be eligible for our program, you had to be formerly incarcerated. That was our program, right? And so we ran 2 rounds of it, and there's been a number of leaders that have come up out of that project, out of that program. And the member that I'm gonna introduce you now today went from a Chicago Future Fund participant to a leader in equity and transformation, and now he's our research intern. So I'm gonna give it up for Dion, brother Dion from the West Side.
What up, y'all? How y'all doing? My name is Dion Hodrick. I'm a representative of EAT in every way, shape, and form. I was a member, now I'm a current staff member, and I want to speak to you guys about the guaranteed income program that I experienced.
Turn it up, Dion.
Y'all can hear me? Can y'all hear me, baby? Yeah. Hold on. I want to tell y'all about the Illinois Future Fund, the guaranteed income program that I took place in, and I want to tell you guys about it. When I first entered that program, it was hard for me to make ends meet. I was struggling, I had a lot of worries, and it was only $500, but it took me a long way. I was able to do things for my kids and, catch up on bills and, be more mentally stable because I wasn't worried about frivolous things. I could be a more proactive member in my community, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to put that message out there to y'all that guaranteed income is just not about the money being handed to you. It's about a peace of mind. It's about being dependable, resourceful, helpful, you know, and they help me out in plethora of ways. So I want you guys to lose the misconception of just thinking handing someone some money is just giving them an easy way out, when most of us just need help. That could be for transportation, that could be for childcare, that could be for, you know, just dress the part to give you confidence to perform well. So I just wanted to get that message across to y'all that the Guaranteed Income Program has helped me tremendously, and it's continued to help me right now, even though I'm not getting it right now. I'm helping my community. You know, I was able to see things in a proper perspective. So I want to get that point across to you guys, and I want you guys to support us. You know, we could be strong together, and we could do this together. We're trying to make history on the shoulders of Reverend Jesse Jackson.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Thank you, guys.
All right, we got the next speaker that's coming up is my brother Alejandro. And again, like I said, the Chicago Future Fund was based in the city of Chicago. The Illinois Future Fund is a vision for the entire state. So can y'all give it up for Alejandro?
Yeah. What's good, y'all? Can y'all hear me? Yeah. Okay, my name's Alejandro. That's Alejandro. And I'm here to, like the rest of y'all, to advocate for guaranteed income through the Illinois Future Fund. Now, I want to start off by saying that we live in a country that likes to... All right, thank you.
Say it with your chest.
I want to say that we live in a country that likes to tout itself as the richest nation in the world, but rich for who? For my entire life, I've lived in a working class community, raised by a mother who works a retail job, making minimum wage, and a father who primarily works as a repairman for heating and air conditioning units. And for my entire life, I've also lived in a community that was impacted by the war on drugs. Now, we should all, and so the war on drugs, as we all know through our history, wasn't a war on drugs, it was actually a war on poor, black, and brown people. Our federal minimum wage has not changed in 15 years, and is currently at $7.25 since 2009. But MIT has done studies that show that the current livable wage should be over $25 an hour. So let me just say that money exists and it's going somewhere, but it's not going to the pockets of the people that actually produce the value of that money. It's going to the pockets of CEOs and corporations that are hoarding it for themselves, when it should be going to all working class people. Now, for clarification, to be working class is to sell your labor. It's to sell your labor in order to survive. So it doesn't matter if you make minimum wage or you have a comfortable salary. If you're missing 1 or 2 paychecks and that will upend your life, you are working class. And that's an important distinction because we have to have working class solidarity across the board. Now, the Illinois Future Fund is something that will actually benefit all working class people. You know, it's not just gonna impact people who are from one specific demographic, which is the status quo of our country, where 1% benefits from the labor of the 99%. So at least with the Illinois Future Fund, it will provide us some breathing room by giving us money that we actually produce the value for through our labor. And that's really all I have to say.
Thank you. Alejandro, thank you. Hey, and we just hit up Alejandro today. So shout out to Alejandro for showing up and supporting us in the moment. Next up, I got my sister, and there's an interesting story behind this, but the Chicago Future Fund would not have been possible without this sister. I'm not gonna get into the details of that story, but I just need y'all to know that, right? Behind every phone call, behind every payment that was processed, this sister was checking the marks and making sure that people got paid on time. If there were any needs that the community had, she ensured that they were fulfilled. And so I'm gonna give it up for our previous research director, now operations director, Rachel Pyan. Come on up, Rachel.
Hey!
All right, good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today? Good. When EAT first launched the Chicago Future Fund back in 2021, Many people told us it would not work. They said that you can't just hand people unrestricted cash. They said that it'll make people lazy. They said that people won't spend it on the right things. Banks denied us, funders hesitated, and they did not trust that system impacted people knew what to do with their money. But we trusted our people. And what did we find? We trusted our people, and we found that people saved money. We found that people paid down debts. We found that people actually were more motivated to find work. Because when you have the breathing room, a little bit of security, you can actually act on your ambitions, on your goals. Mental health improved. Parents were able to spend more time with their families. And all around, all of our participants were able to just build a stronger sense of self. And that was not just found in our program. Hundreds of pilots across the entire nation found the same thing. And that's because poverty is not a personal failure. Poverty is a policy failure, right? And we really believe that it's a result of systems that are designed to exclude, systems that are designed to push people out and to not have autonomy of their own lives. Guaranteed income challenges this lie, right? It says that we can trust you, that you know what to do with that money. You know what's best for yourselves, for your families, for your people. It says that your labor, both paid and unpaid, has inherent value. It says that Black and brown people, folks with records, survivors of the war on drugs, working class people, all deserve the right to be the author of their own lives. But beyond the research, the proof is in the people. Look around you here today. We have over 200 people here gathered. Every single person here is either a recipient of a guaranteed income program, an advocate, or a community member that knows the real power of direct cash. They know what the real impact of this policy will be. So we are done with half steps. We are done with pilots that prove what we already know. Right. We are done debating whether or not people deserve financial security. We are here today to pass HB 4443. We are here to make the Illinois Future Fund a reality. So guaranteed income now.
When do we want it?
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 Now.
What do we want?
Now.
Guaranteed income.
What do we want?
Guaranteed income.
What do we want?
Guaranteed income.
What do we want?
Guaranteed income.
When do we want it?
Now.
When do we want it?
Now. Thank you.
Thank you. Give it up for yourselves. We're almost done, y'all, and then we're gonna walk these halls.
Welcome.
But I think one thing is really important. I'm gonna say something. I want you to call and response. The people. The people.
The people.
The people.
The people.
United.
United.
Will never be defeated.
Will never be defeated.
The people.
The people.
United.
United.
Will never be defeated.
Will never be defeated.
I remember that because this is for everybody. This is for all of us. And we have another slogan. All of us
Or none
or
of us.
none of us.
Say it again.
All of us
Or none of us.
I say,
All of us.
or none of us. So I'm gonna give it
Y'all
up.
ain't free, ain't none of us free.
Exactly.
Well, I get crazy.
What Greg said. This is the minister of organizing. Greg, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Greg. So give it up for Greg.
Let me say something real quick.
Come on, Greg.
Thing, baby.
Come on, Greg.
Hey, I don't need a mic because I'm passionate about being here today.
I say.
We out here not because we just came out here with nothing to do. We out here to get this bill passed. House Bill 4443. We out here to support Representative LaShawn Ford, who's taking it in the House to get that vote. Without him would not be us, and without us would not be him. We need each other. You coming out today, making a difference. We're going to get that bill passed. What we going to do? What we going to do?
Get that bill passed.
I say.
I say. Hey, he don't need a mic. I mean, this man can post up on Madison and Pulaski, 79th, and he don't need no microphone, and he gonna get an audience. He gonna get your attention. So I'm gonna give it up to a representative from Joliet. So that y'all see, we ain't just talking about Chicago, y'all. We're talking about Joliet as well. So I'm gonna get up to my sister Tycee Bell, who's gonna come up here. You still represent Joliet, right? Oh, representing Joliet. Come on.
How y'all doing, family? Can y'all hear me?
The mic
Oh,
got you.
okay.
The mic got you. The best you could.
All right, I'm gonna do the best I can. So, from Joliet, I'm the daughter of Walter and Regina Bell, and I was born and raised in Joliet. And what EAT has done for me is undescribable. It has opened my eyes to things in this revolutionary moment in these last few years, going into the future on how we can make things different for our youth and for our families. We are taking things from the streets of Chicago, from the neighborhoods in Joliet. Every community that we walk in, someone's life has been changed, and I have been able to see that. When we go to Africa for the Restore Fellowship, someone's life is changed every moment that someone from Equity and Transformation comes into the room. So if you do nothing else today, think about House Bill 4443 and what it means for our people. What it means for our people is bills being paid, housing, economic plans coming through for families. Also, that is called stability. And I am here today to say that we have to call on our representatives for accountability. Yeah. If they are not responsible, they will continue to do things like the R3. Anything that we will take, they will say, okay, they're good. We are not good. We want to be great. We want to be better. So I say that we are at a moment where our people are desperate. Our communities have been divested in, and our bellies are hungry. But right down the street, there's a dispensary making money every day, hand over fist, right up the street in many of our neighborhoods. This is the story of many poor communities. All across, we are at a moment where people are desperate. Our communities and our future fund will make things different every single day. I want to do a quick call and response. If I say, what if? Guaranteed income. What if?
Guaranteed income.
What if?
Guaranteed income.
What if?
Guaranteed income.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna get y'all charged up because we about to walk these halls.
Yes, sir.
And get these people signed on. We need to get these sponsors, get these people signed up, right? So the name of the policy is the Illinois Future Fund Act. Can y'all say that? The Illinois Future Fund Act. It is HB 4443. One more time, HB
4443. One more time.
HB 4443.
All right.
Sound like some singing.
And these are the things we're going to need in order to make that possible. We're going to need power. When I say power, you say power. Power, and transformation. Power, and transformation. I need it. I want it. I got to have it.
I got to have it.
All right, y'all. Let's go get these co-sponsors. Let's walk these halls. Thank y'all for showing up. I'm looking forward to the next steps with y'all. Peace.